just want to know why you guys fired Vinnie Vincent.
How many hours do you have? Oh, it's a fair question. It's a fair question. Vinnie was an incredibly talented guitar player and was a great talent to write with, but was not a team player and somebody who was not very honest in his dealings with the band, made us a lot of promises about what he would do and then didn't do them. And in dealing with the fans, and dealing with people who've been with us for 15, 20 years, he was very disrespectful and did things that we thought were embarrassing to us, things that we wound up apologizing for. And at some point, very quickly, it became clear that Vinnie didn't belong in the band. Quite honestly, from the day that Vinnie joined the band, we weren't happy about having him, but we wanted to go out on tour, and a tour had been booked, and we didn't want to have a temporary guitar player. So we had Vinnie join, and our gut feeling was right. From the day he joined, he was a problem, and we don't need those kind of problems, and neither do you.
You know, specifically, just so you get it, because it's sort of, we're trying to protect Vinnie as well, by not being too specific, because, you know, some of the stuff doesn't really belong out there. Everybody deserves a private life. But look, when you go out on tour, there are guys in suits and ties who insure tours. You got to insure the people who are on tour, and when a band goes out on tour, you got to insure the band in case anybody gets sick or whatever. You know, you lose a lot of money. So, in order for a band to insure itself, you've got to show that it's a band. You've got to show contracts and so on. And in order for that to happen, everybody in the band has got to be signed to the band. You've got to have a piece of paper that says we're all in the same band, signed members of the band. Vinnie kept saying, I'll sign it tomorrow, I'll sign it tomorrow. He did that for a long time, years. To this day, he's never signed. And finally, he just said, you know, fuck it, this is not worth it. And honestly, he's just, you know, the ethics are questionable.
At one point, now that we're talking about Vinnie, okay, let's tell the truth. Actually, at one point, what Vinnie did is he sold a fan a guitar that he had never played and said it was his favorite guitar, and it was the guitar he always played. And he sold it to a fan for more than it cost in a store. And it was that kind of stuff that we just said, this is, you know, totally unacceptable. And we'll see you later.
And he had the balls to, at some convention, he shows up and says that the question was, so did you have anything to do with the solo on Unholy? Now, he wrote the song, and I'm not taking anything away from Vinnie, but he actually had the balls to say, well, yeah, we all worked on that. And man, that pissed me off when I read that. I called up Paul right away, and he said, oh, look, it's Vinnie, you know, don't let it bother you. But you gotta be a complete scumbag to pull that kind of shit.
Other than that, Bruce loves Vinnie.
Yeah, but otherwise, I love it. You got credit where it's due. Don't steal my thunder, you know. So where is that motherfucker?
All right, next question.
I don't know why, but it did come out real well. Paul sang it great. And we started writing together. Paul and I wrote I Still Love You and a couple of other songs. Now, at this point, I was in the recording studio. I still wasn't in the group yet. They were still auditioning a lot of guitar players. And I guess they were not too happy with everybody. And I kept saying, look, you know, I'm here. We're writing great songs together. You know, I'm better than these guys, you know, let me play. So, he said, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, you know. And one thing led to another. Finally, I think after a couple of hundred guys walked in, they were actually recording the songs we wrote together. And I think the natural thing was to let's have Vinnie play on the songs we recorded. It worked out real well. I ended up playing on the record.
Where was Ace?
Ace he was nowhere around. So we started playing, it was working out great, and they asked me to join the group. And that's how it happened.
So you came on board primarily as a songwriter then?
No, I came in as a guitarist, but you know, Paul, one thing Gene did say to me, he says, come here. I kept saying, look, I'm perfect for this band. I really am. I mean, screw these other guys, you should give me.
How come he's on the cover?
So Gene says, come here, I want to show you why you're not right for the band. So he says, come here, I'll show you something. I'm Gene and this is me. He says, look in the mirror here. It was a big mirror. We were in a hotel room, actually. And he was about this much taller than me. He says, you're too short. And that's what happened. I says, look, there's always ways to work around this. I says, you want some tall guy or do you want me? And I think it just worked out where he said, I don't know, we're going to have to think about it. But it worked out great. They did ask me to join the group, and we did some good stuff together, stuff I'm happy with, real happy. And our chemistry is, thank you, our chemistry is real good, and it's real special to have been a part of this band, you know. It means a lot to me, and I'm hoping to everybody else, you know. So.